never really gets cold in Southern California, but stepping into 55-degree water at Seaworld San Diego, it definitely gave me a chill.
We want guests to experience things like they've never experienced before.
The new Wild Arctic interaction at SeaWorld definitely does that. It gets visitors up close and personal with these beluga whales.
There are not a lot of people that are going to be up on the high Arctic ice watching beluga pods swim by. It's just not an environment that you can go to readily.
But it's an experience that SeaWorld zoologists think is important, not just because these creatures are cute and playful, which you can see they are, but because there may come a time when whales like these need more from us than a good back scratch.
If people are not aware of creatures, if they're not aware of the environment, not aware of environmental issues, it's very hard to act on them. But if people can come to a bush nature park, whether it be SeaWorld or Busch Gardens Africa, get close to beluga whales, polar bears, bat rays, sharks, different things like that, it builds a bond.
I certainly built a bond during my experience, even forgiving the whales for getting my hair wet. And trust me, working on TV, that's a big deal. We played a number of games, which were fun for me, and according to the trainers, provide stimulation for the whales. But when it comes to beluga whales in the wild, stimulation is not a concern. Survival is. Beluga whales are not considered endangered species, but they do face serious threats from pollution and global warming.
We're seeing those effects first in the Arctic, drastic effects. A lot of ice melt, and if you don't have ice cover, a lot of animals start being affected. But anytime you start affecting an environment in general, the ecosystem's going to change. And when you start changing ecosystems, it's kind of like asking yourself to move to a whole new neighborhood, and without anyone showing you around, start figuring out how you're going to survive there.
Now let's be honest, those kinds of issues were not the foremost things on my mind when I was in the water. But SeaWorld trainers say that's okay. They want people to enjoy the experience first and think about the implications later.
If we can build connections with the people that visit the parks, with the animals and the conservation issues, down the road, that's going to help the animals in the wild.
The Wild Arctic interaction at SeaWorld San Diego just started last month, but there are already plenty of people braving these icy waters to have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To get more information, you can log on to SeaWorld.com. In San Diego, Tina Patel, KMIR 6 News.